Hello, everyone. I'm Jasmine. How many of y'all agree in this day and age, relationships are not just about candlelit dinners and whispered sweet nothings? They're also about relationship status updates and the ever elusive Instagram posts. Now, some of you might come for me, thinking I'm silly and superficial. But hold on. Before you light your torches and pitchforks, let me tell you about my boyfriend. Dave, the social media ghost, or as my friends preferably call him, the stealth boyfriend. Before I go on, if you like random people sharing their stories, don't forget to subscribe to see more, and like for others with same interest to see. Dave and I met on an online dating app. Yeah, I know. What was I thinking? His profile instantly struck me. I had no second thoughts adding him. He extended the invitation, and we started texting right away. He was in his 30s, and I'm in my 20s. I've always had a thing for older men, so he was my type. He had a good job, an IT whatever, which paid him an insane amount of money. I liked him cause we had a lot in common. We both loved nature, books, and true crime. After texting and speaking on the internet for nearly a month, we met for our first official date, which was amazing. Dave looked amazing. His profile picture on the dating site did him no justice at all.
You're the first woman I've brought on a date in so long.
Oh really? So why do I find it hard to believe? And how exactly is how long?
2 years.
Oh wow, I see. Someone's been busy with work.
Well, yeah, it's hard being an IT security personnel.
We spent the night talking about our dreams and ambitions. I discovered he had a close-knit family, and that even made me love him the more. I'm very close with my family, so when seeking out a partner, it's one of the relevant things I search for. Our first date ended on a good note, and we shared our first kiss. That night, I levitated on Mars. We began dating shortly after. Everything was cool and blissful. We behaved like the couple we were whenever we went out. I, on the other hand, am a hopeless romantic. This means I'm not only going to flaunt my partner in public, but on social media. I mean, Dave was funny, charming, and the apple of my eye, which meant he gets all these benefits. Our love story was like a rom-com, and I've always believed that we were destined to be together. He took me places I'd never been before. I lived my best life with him. But this is where the plot thickens. By now, Dave and I had been going out for about 8 months, and he hadn't posted a single picture of us. Can you guys believe it? I mean, even my morning coffee gets a story, but yours truly is conspicuously absent from his posts. What breaks the camel's back is the fact that he didn't post a single picture of me on my birthday. Yet he did the usual things he does. Take me out, buy me stuff, told me he loved me, blah, blah, blah. On that day, I felt like I was in some social media version of Where's Waldo? But instead, it's Where's his girlfriend? I even considered sending out a search party. I mean, I can't be that unsocial mediable, right? At first, I laughed it off, thinking who cared about social media, right? But then I saw how my friends' boyfriends posted every single moment they spent, and I began to feel sorry for myself. I know comparison was bound to steal the joy I had in my relationship. After all, Dave treated me very well. He didn't abuse me mentally, emotionally, and physically. The love that radiated from him towards me was like the heat from the sun, very strong. So why was I beginning to feel bad about the stealth nature from him? I tried, people. I really tried to shake the feeling off, but I couldn't help but wonder, is he ashamed of me? Is he hiding something? I met up with one of my girlfriends, Simone, to have a discussion about this with her.
I don't see how this is a big deal. Some people are naturally private.
I know, but not posting me even on my birthday. I feel that's a tad bit suspicious.
Well, it depends. How long have you guys gone out for?
Almost a year now. 11 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's bad, isn't it?
Well, let's hold on. Have you met any of his friends?
No, I haven't even been to his house.
Seriously?
Yeah, you heard me. It's either at my place or we're out at different places.
Now, that makes everything suspicious. Have you asked him about it?
No?
Maybe you should.
Yeah, I will.
So I confronted him about it. Why he never posted me, and the fact that I'd never been to his house or even met his friends. Ladies and gentlemen, he revealed a surprising reason for his social media silence, one I never saw coming.
I just want to avoid unnecessary and potential drama.
Potential drama from who?
My family. My ex-girlfriend and I had only been going out for 3 months when I posted her. Then my mom insisted I brought her home. I wasn't comfortable and my ex too wasn't, but I couldn't say no to my mom, so I introduced them to each other. They hit off right away. I honestly believed she was the one for me, but a month later I caught her cheating on me with her supposed cousin.
Oh my.
So that's why, and I know we've gone out way longer than 4 months, but I just need some time. I promise I'll post you when the time is right, introduce you to my friends, and bring you home. In fact, I was thinking of doing that tonight.
Really? You're finally inviting me to your house. For a minute there, I thought I was dating a ghost. Well, I'm more than happy to honor that invitation.
That was the first and the last time of Jasmine visiting Dave's home. That evening, as we lay in bed cuddling and making out, a very tough knock came on the door. It was almost midnight, and I raised an eyebrow, wondering who that could be. I slipped out of bed and went to the living room. There was another woman. She appeared in her late 30s, just like Dave, and definitely seemed more comfortable in the house than I was.
Who are you?
Who are you?
This is my house. My husband's house. Now, unless you have some serious explanation, I'd simply ask, what are you doing here?
Husband's house. Wife to who?
Dave Hamilton.
Dave Hamilton. I thought his name was Dave Hedge. I'm his girlfriend, Jasmine, and we've been going out for a year now.
I see. And he failed to mention he had a wife?
She was unfazed, and that made me want to wet myself. At that point, it was like cold water was thrown on my face. I just couldn't believe what was happening. Here I was, in a see-through night tee in my boyfriend's home, standing before a woman who had more control and audacity than the president, claiming to be his wife. As shameless as I was, there was no way I'd let my shame be seen.
Dave!
What are you doing here?
Oh, so I tell you I'm going away on a business trip and you bring your slimy little girlfriend to our house.
No, it's not like that.
Dave.
Shut up!
You know what? I can't take this. I'm out.
Jasmine, wait.
What? I can't believe you'd play me like that. You had a wife. Who does that?
A man who knows you'd say no had he told you the truth.
You have no shame, do you?
I love you.
Don't ever tell me that again. I never want to see you or hear from you again.
Packing my stuff, and with a dignified walk of shame, this one meaning as literal as it sounds, I stormed out of the house. Oh, I also apologized to Hannah for sharing her husband with her. As I walked home, it made sense. Why he never brought me to his house, never introduced me to any of his friends, never posted me. What are some of the lessons you can learn from my story? Personally, I would say if your partner doesn't post you, it means he has a whole other life with another woman and possibly kids. But let's face it, that's not always the case. My blunder was, I didn't take time to get to know Dave, who he really was. I was so blindsided by his charms that I lost sight of the possibility of person he actually was. I mean, I never knew anything about him besides his job and the things we had in common, and we went out for a year. My other problem was, I got so caught up in the online world, like he posting me meant what we had was real. Even if he had, it'd have still been a lie. Before you go savage on your partner like I did, make sure you know him enough, and if you're like me, whose entire life is ruled by social media, take a step back before you forget real-life connections matter than online razz. And that sometimes, the sweetest love stories don't need a filter. They're just two people who genuinely care, and I hope you find that. Not someone like Dave.